Welcome to the sixth tutorial for the usage of the Urban Design web page. In this tutorial I will show you how to add a network page. If you click here, this is again the index page on the left side on the sidebar. If you click on network, you will visualize on the left side a list of the project that we want to have in this section, and on the right side a map that you can navigate with different pins, and the pins are connected to a specific project. In this case, for example, urban agriculture for growing city region. So we have as usual on the left side the go main menu, go back to a main menu button, the title, subtitle, some site information, in this case location, people, partners, and more information, and then we have a body. On the right side we have again the map that you can obviously navigate, and the map you can, as you saw already, you can switch to satellite and then go back to map. And now I'll show you how to add this kind of pages. We go obviously to dashboard, pages, and here we add new page. So let's insert some content. Oh, before, maybe it's better to add category and template. So the category will be network, and this will allow me to add the site information that we saw underneath the text, and here the template, network, page network. There we go. So now we can enter some content. The title will be network page, and then we add a subtitle. This is a network page. Let's add also a little bit of content, a little bit of body, sorry. There you go. And this site information underneath. So we will write here location, and you can write, I don't know, let's say this project is in Tokyo. We write Tokyo. The people that are involved in this project, let's say it's the name of a PhD researcher or a group of people. Let's say we add Philipp Müller and Christine Weiss, and partners, which are often a required information to add. You can insert in the partner section, for example, who other university which participated to the project, or third-party actors, or who financed maybe the project. Let's say ABC Stiftung, for example. Then you had the section with more information. There we go, and you can add a website, for example. Let's say www, and then I add just my website. Then you can obviously link again. You can select all the link, and then click here on insert edit link, and then you insert the link. You can obviously in this area just write go to the website and then add the link, or you can just also type the link so that people understand what is it about. Let's apply, and then what I want to do is here go on the little wheel that you see here, edit, and then on the little wheel link option, and then you click on open link in new tab. So every time you click on the link, it doesn't open in the same tab but in a new one, so you don't lose your location. So we click on update, and then the last custom field is about the map that we need to insert. As you see here, there is a map, and I will show you now how to add this. Let's first publish this page. There we go. And then let's add a map. How do you add a map? There are a few ways to add maps on a WordPress page. I developed though a system which used a specific styled map, as you already saw, this black and white nollie plan style, and this style map is already embedded on the page, on the code in the page. So what we need to add is a specific location with a specific pin on it. So in order to do so, I use a third-party website which is called EZMap, and I will give you, of course, this is now linked to my name. You can just carry on with this website, with this account. I don't care. And what you need to do is, now it's pretty straightforward, so you don't need to know much about it, but what you need to do is here click make a new map, and here on the left side you have different settings. On the right side you have a map and the code that you need to copy once you're finished. Let's add a name, so we call it network page test. The API key is already embedded in the account, so we have one. What's an API key? I have a Google account, so I'm using an API key that Google provides. So if you just Google API Google, you will find this section in which you can apply and use different hier bei Zugangsdaten, by access information, and you can create new API keys. But if you delete, I'm using this one, once I delete this API key, no maps will work on a website, so I will not do that. But if you want to create your own, then I will show you later how to replace this code inside the HTML code embedded in the website. So let's go back to the page, to EZMap, and so we said we don't need the API key. We scroll down. Here's the dimension of the map, which is now set to 560 pixel by 420. We leave it like this because our map has a custom size and we need to change it later. So what we need to do actually here is just add a marker. So let's say we said we are in Tokyo, add a marker, and then now it will ask you, you can insert obviously a specific address, and here it will ask you some more information about it. We don't need to do this. I will show you later that we will need to do it in the main map, the one that you have in the main menu, and I will show you how to add that later, but I don't need this right now, so I don't need this. Here you will see these icon pop-ups on the left side. So let's click on center here, and you will see that the pin is now placed on Tokyo. Now you can decide if the pin should be centered to the map, and you can assign the zoom level. Here's the zoom level. I can, for example, type it, or I can just scroll in and out. And let's say I decided these should be, let's say these, so we see a little bit of the coast. These should be the right zoom level. Then pretty much here you have some options that you can switch on and off. For example, the street view control, I don't think we need it actually. The full screen control, you can have it. I think it could be useful, and the rest of the tools are actually pretty useful, so I will leave them like this. And then you save the map. Alright, so now we save the map. We give them a geographic position and name, and it's time to copy the code. So we click on it, and then automatically you will copy the code. You go back to your page, WordPress page, and you will insert the code in here. Now you see the code is well, it's a script. First of all, it's not an iframe as we saw before. Google Maps are often embedded in iframes. Scripts, in this case, it is not, and it's a script that is connected with a style that we're using. And if you want to read through the script, there are a list of the pins that are embedded in it, and some other information, for example the size of the map. Let's do refresh and see how it looks like. Update, and then let's say we want to visualize the page. There we go. So we have on the left side the title, well, of course, the button that brings us back to the main menu, and this is embedded in the network page template, so it's important. That's why it's important to select it. The title, subtitle, and then side information. As you see here, by more information, there is the link. So if you click on it, it opens the link in a new tab. Let's close that. And then the body, you can have add obviously images, video, anything you want. We saw already how to add this kind of images in it. So as on the right side you see the map, but it's still not in the right side size. You have this is the size that we decided for in the website. It's at EZ map, and it's 560 pixel by 420. So how do we change that in order that it fits our custom size, which is the half of the page? So we go back to the page and we scroll down to the code, the remap area, and if you read through it, you will discover this area, this size area, and you see it's 150 pixel by 150 pixel, the minimum height and width, and then you have the height and the width. So we need to change these elements in order to visualize the map correctly. So we change the pixel size in percentage. We put 100%, 100%, 100% on all three values, and the width at the end is 100% anyway. So we just click on update, and if we go back to our network page, we just refresh it, and you will see the map will be visualized 100% inside the frame area. Now what you need to do is of course this page is still not, if you go back to the menu, is not inside this list of projects. So how do we place this page inside this list? And really it's actually pretty close to what we did in the previous tutorial. We go to pages and we look for a page called network. So in this is the page, and here you have again this list that is again you can move them around, you can shuffle them as much as you want, and on the left side there are all a list of all the pages which has a category network. That's why it's important to add a category to the page. Then we click on plus, and as you see, the page has been added to this menu here, network page. You can remove it, you can shuffle it around, you can put it on the top as you want, and then you click on update. If we go back now to the page which collect all the list of the project and refresh it, you will see that this page is now shown here on the bottom. If we click on it, it's a link to our page. Here's Tokyo. Perfect, it worked. Now here this map is still not updated though. We don't see any pin on Tokyo. That's why that's because there are two different maps, and in order to add a pin on this map, you need to go here in the website. It's at map. You go back to the main website and you look for this page, TU Urban Design Networks. So this is the map, and you will need to add a new pin on it. So you see here's the list of all the projects, and what you need to do is add a marker by address. So we write similarly to before, Tokyo, add a marker, and here you have some information that you want to add. And well, the website is not a perfect website. It has some bugs, so I tried to go a little bit around it in order to have the result that we wanted to have. In this case, a link embedded in a pop-up tool pin that brings us to our page. So of course here we write the name of the project. Here if you can see, if you click on it, it comes up the name of the specific project placed geographically in this region, and this word is a link to the project. So how do we do that? We go back to the market info. This project is called, how did we call it? Network page. So we go back to the here and network page. Now this is now no link. So how do we add a link behavior to this word? So now it's the time where we add a little bit of code, and I know that is a little bit difficult for someone that never wrote any HTML, CSS or JavaScript. But a link is a really easy code line, so you just need to follow you know, some rules. So I will show you how to do that. First of all, you need to have this. You start with this, and then a link is an anchor element. So we need the A, and of course you need to tell the code that that this word is a link. So you add a href, and then you add equal, and then you add two brackets here, and then in between these two brackets you add the specific link to the page. So what we do is go back to our page, which is network page. You copy this URL code, you go back here and you add it between the two brackets. Now you need to close these brackets again, and then after the word network page you open another brackets, and then you close the anchor element with the slash a anchor element, and then you close again. So let's read this code line again. You open a brackets, this kind of brackets, then you set the, to the code that is a anchor element a, then you set that is a link, so you add href, so that has a specific reference address, and then equal, so you tell, oh, this is a reference, this anchor is reference to this specific link. Then you open the brackets, you insert the link, which has to be placed just after the HTTP shortcode, and then you close the brackets. Then after these brackets you insert the word that you want to be the link to the specific link. So in our case the name of the project, network page, and then you close the anchor element with open bracket slash a anchor, close the brackets. So let's add this info box. And then once we do that, we save the map. We don't need to copy any code. Please don't change. If you go back to the network page, you will see, oh no, this code is anyway embedded in the template As you see, the name of the template is in this case is not network page, but is menu network. Just leave it like this. In the editor page, of course, you can change this code, but we don't want to do that. So once you go back to the main menu, you will see that now there is a pin that is added on Tokyo, and if you click on it, it's connected to the network page. We click on it, and there we go. That's how you add a tool pin to the main page. So this is pretty much it, how to add a network page on in the website. In the next tutorial, I will show you how to add or change a course study page that you find here on the left side of the menu. Yeah, that's it. See you in the next tutorial.